from Albert Ali Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School, Touchdown Productions, celebrating 17 seasons of local high school sports television, is proud to present Lady Miners basketball. Tonight, we begin the second round of the 2014 SFL season with your first place, Nevada Union Lady Miners. Tonight, they'll take on the Roseville Lady Tigers. So we're on the road to the SFL title, and all the basketball action is coming up right now, right here. It's your NorCal Game of the Week. The Lady Miners play 2 games in a row at home here at Ali. It's time the Roseville Tigers, who are on their way for the league title. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our worldwide audience. This is Paul Brown, the voice of Touchdown Productions. Joining me tonight is color analyst Steve Sitter. Our producer and director in the Commander 2 is Gilbert M. Dominguez, and of course, the rest of our Touchdown Productions sports team of Benicia Cruz Manafor, Mike Bosley, Paul Town, and Lauren Unger. We've all made our way here to the Ali Gymnasium for this SFL contest. But first, as is our tradition at the Game of the Week, we show some bonus coverage of the JV contest. We're in the 4th quarter right now. The Nevada Union Lady Miners are up 47-30 over Roseville. And for the call, let's go to Steve Sitter. Steve?
Thanks, Paul. This is a very good game. It's gotten a bit out of hand for Roseville, as it was only 24-20 at the half. But some good scoring runs by Chelsea Rodriguez and Ella Walton. And Audrey Jackas have put Nevada Union on top by 17. See a good pass underneath, shot short, taken by Whipke, number 24 for Roseville, and Roseville takes it up the court. NU has abandoned their full court press, playing a more relaxed defense, up 17 in the 4th quarter. And there's a steal just taken away, and it is a foot race down there. That's Ashton Willis, puts it up for an easy 2.
Ashton took her time on that one. She wanted to make sure she got her free 2. Good play by Ashton.
NU's defense has been very good. Roseville relying mostly on points in the paint, not a lot of outside shooting to speak of. We see Havana Seymour passes it off, and there's a 3-pointer up and misses everything. Rebound taken, and there's a fast break, 2-on-1 Nevada Union, and Baldwin will slow it up, which is a good call, up 19 with 4:52 left in the game. Drives right, passes across. Back up to the key. And there's the shot. There's Rodriguez. Off the rim, rebound taken by Seymour.
Seymour's been doing a good job tonight. She's their 3-point bomber for the Roseville Tigers. And maybe we'll see her throw one up before the end of the game.
Yeah, she's only hit 1 in the second half. NU doing a very good job of contesting everything. And staying out of foul trouble, only 1 foul. And there's Seymour's shot blocked and cleaned up by Nevada Union.
Very solid JV team this year for NU. It will follow up. They'll have some big shoes to fill next season, with the Lady Miners looking poised to go to their 2nd in a row SFL championship. But these are some very talented JVs.
There's a takeaway, resulting in a jump ball, but it will stay with Roseville. And we see a lot of subs coming in now. 3:47 left. NU ahead, 49-30. This game for Roseville has really been tough, especially on offense, with only 2 players scoring in the second half. Skylar Ruby with 7, and Seymour with just the 1 3-pointer. Nevada Union really not letting anything happen. Jackie Gill, who is their center for Roseville, a lot of plays worked underneath for her in the first half, but really nothing doing the second half. Roseville limited to just 10 points in the 3rd quarter, where NU scored 20. And that really is the deciding quarter, because 24-20, not a very comfortable lead, but outscoring your opponent 20-10 in the 3rd quarter is almost always a nail in the coffin.
Yeah, anybody here for the first half would not believe the scoreboard because these teams were duking it out. Slowly but surely, and you took a little bit of a lead in the third quarter and, like Steve said, dominant in the fourth.
And that press really confounded Roseville. They couldn't get up court. See, they've gone back to a one-on-one press as opposed to a trap press. And there's the three. Little short rebound fought for. And unfortunately, that's going to be Emma Patterson called for a travel as she fell while in possession. So it'll stay Roseville ball. Have 28 seconds on the clock. There's the shot put up, and that's good. That's Alyssa Lozano in her first points of the half. Roseville also employing a trap press, but Roseville has been doing a very good job. They have a 3-on-2. There's a long three, missed everything, but the rebound taken, and another air ball there put up by Patterson, and Roseville's got the numbers the other way, developing another 3-on-2. There's the runner hard off the backboard, rebound taken, put up, and that's Cameron Gibson with her first points of the half. 49-34 now with just under 3 minutes left to go, and Roseville's found some offense from some unlikely players. As the open three taken good, Casey Baldwin with her first points of the half.
Casey's going to be disappointed with that. She only got 2 out of it. She had a toe on the line.
And there's just a strong drive to the basket there by Ruby, getting her 9th points of the half. Roseville's a very fast team, and the scoreboard really doesn't reflect how powerful their offense can be when it's firing. It just has not been able to generate anything for its players in the paint. And you slows it up, pass mishandled, somehow finds its way into Baldwin's hands for 2 more points as she puts it up off the glass. Roseville driving the basket, kicks it out, shot fake, drives right, misses right, rebound hard off the floor, taken by Roseville. Roseville puts it up, another miss, and we're going to get a foul here as Patterson blocked it from behind, Jackie Gill.
You know, basically these two teams are duking it out here. There's a minute 51 left, Steve, but you would think it was a 1-point game.
You would. Roseville's definitely not out of it. You can see there Baldwin's foot clearly over the line on that long shot. As we go back to live action, Gill airballs her first free throw.
Which brings up cheers from the fans.
Second shot is off the back of the rim, rebound taken. There's another three-pointer on the way, a bit short. Rebound finds its way to Rodriguez. Rodriguez bringing it up and slowing it down as we're under 2 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Baldwin drives baseline, puts it up, pass a little too high for Patterson. That's going to be another turnover. And you know, they only used 15 seconds of their shot clock on that possession. They really can be winding this clock down further, up by so much. Another three on the way off the glass. That's Marina Efstathiou with her first points of the half. Everyone scoring in the fourth quarter.
They just waited until there was a minute left. Efstathiou scored that three off the glass, and she was the most surprised person in the gym. The look on her face was priceless.
On the other end of the floor, Wilcoxon called for a travel. Some lax ball handling here with 1:07 left. Lady Miners up by 14. But Roseville still pressing hard. There's another three-pointer on the way, and good. Gibson puts down 3 more for her 5th point of the half. And NU trying to sprint up the floor to beat the press, and they do. 47 seconds. They really need to wind some time down. 3 on the way. Bit long. Rebound taken. Back up, another 3. Looks like it was partially blocked. And Baldwin diving, trying to save it, and cannot. So 35 seconds left. Miners up by 11. I've seen their lead cut in half, but barring a miracle, I still think they have this game wrapped up. Another 3 on the way, short. Rebound taken by Baldwin. Baldwin runs into the press. Ball's taken away from her. With 20 seconds left, a long three on the way, and it's good. Skylar Ruby with another three, bringing her point total to 12 on the half. But as time runs down here, 9 seconds left. Miners cross half court, have a 2-on-1, and Baldwin is fouled going up.
You know, Steve, nothing will confound a coach more than have your team get on fire in the last 1 minute. They've scored 4 3-pointers in the last minute and a half, and they couldn't buy a basket earlier here in the third quarter.
No, and this just shows that Roseville is a very potent team, especially on offense, and they just really could not generate anything. I mean, they're throwing up threes every possession now, but earlier in the game they were firing on all cylinders, and you just found a way to adjust. Baldwin's second free throw is good. And there's the long three-pointer, but over the backboard, and that will be the game. The Nevada Union Lady Miners JV team beats the Roseville Tigers by a final score of 54-45. And this is definitely a victory they can be proud of.
Absolutely. Any victory is a good victory, but this one particularly. As Jeff Daniels comes into the gymnasium, we will see the Lady Miners take the court here shortly. I believe as they take their stuff and go to the bench, they are pleased that they get this victory. They lost by 1 point in their last game.
Well, that was definitely a team victory, scoring from all around. Rodriguez and Jackas both with 6 points in the second half. Baldwin with 5. Walton with 4. Scoring was spread out. And there you see the Lady Miner varsity team taking the court. And band playing them in. And they got to be fired up about the JV victory.
They do, and there they go. Roseville has yet to take the court. They will be shortly. So with both teams out on the floor, we'll remind you to tune in every week for our broadcast this season with Touchdown Productions Game of the Week YouTube channel and on NCTV Camcast 11, Southern Link 16, and ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn. We've got some pregame interviews, player introductions, the national anthem, and tip-off all coming your way, so stay with us. It's Nevada Union Lady Miners versus the Roseville Tigers coming up next right here on Touchdown Productions Sports Network. We'll see you in a bit.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the first alert security systems, as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley.
And we're back at the Ali Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. There's a good shot of the NU band playing as the varsity girls basketball teams are doing their pregame drills.
And Steve, we're excited to see this game. We're coming off of one of the biggest wins in the last couple of seasons, not counting the championship game last year, of course, but the girls here beat Del Oro earlier this week by a score of 70-51, which was a jaw dropper for everybody in the gymnasium. They were dominant on a team that we were expected to maybe win or maybe not. So this will be an exciting game to see how they come off of that big win.
Yeah, those two teams were very evenly matched on paper, and this is definitely not Del Oro, but you're hesitant to look past a team on the schedule no matter who it is. And down on the floor, we've got our very own Gil Dominguez, all set to interview John McDaniel. Gil, take it away.
Guys, down here at a very noisy Ali Gymnasium tonight with Coach John McDaniel. And Coach, everything seemed to go your way in that Del Oro game.
Yeah, I don't think it was a coincidence. I think our girls were prepared, and I think that they really wanted that game. And you know, we got a senior-heavy lineup, and they really wanted to beat Del Oro on our home floor.
Well, you know, we've seen Del Oro a lot of seasons. This year, they really didn't seem like they could measure up with the Lady Miners.
Yeah, I don't really know what it is. I know that they're a great team. I mean, you look at the teams that they've played, I know that they're really good, and I know that we're playing really well right now, which, you know, that just didn't add up for them on Wednesday night. You know, we played hard and got a good win.
Well, they were 3-0 coming in. You guys were 3-0. It's hard to believe that the rest of the league might be that weak.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're that weak. I think, you know, maybe just this year we've kind of showed that we might be, you know, just a little bit better. But I think the other teams in our league are still competitive and still play really hard and play a good style of basketball.
Now tonight you're taking on the Roseville Tigers. They are down at the bottom of the standings. How do you get the girls up for a game like that?
Well, we just tell them that there's a lot riding on every game, and it's not, you know, you never know what could be going on. You could have someone out scouting. You never know. And I told them a story about when I was a sophomore. We were 11-0 going into our last game, and we were playing a team that we beat by 40, and we kind of took the night off, and it was our first loss, and it was the last game of the year, and it left a really bad taste in my mouth. And I said, hey, girls, you don't want something like that. And so I think, you know, they kind of shook them a little bit.
Now tonight we got the band is in the house. There's going to be a big crowd. You got homecoming night here for all the fans. Is that a big distraction for the girls, or are they be able to look past that?
I think they'll, you know, they're professionals, man. They look past everything. They just love to play ball and get the job done, and they love it because they have fun at it. So.
And another new feature here at Nevada Union for all of you fans at home, they're doing double headers on Friday nights. This is a brand new thing in the SFL. How's that worked out for you coaching-wise?
I really like it. I get to watch some of the guys' game. Girls get to go home a little bit early if they want, or they can stick around and watch the guys' game. And I think it brings a couple more people through the gate, and I think it makes it more exciting because, I mean, you've got your double bill, and you're getting to see the best, you know, at your school on the same night.
Now, because there's just one booster club, that's got to be good for them also, because then the whole booster club can kind of get together and enjoy the success of the whole program.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime you can get programs together, and I think it's a model that the Catholic schools have been doing for, you know, as long as I can remember, where they do the double headers. And I think it's just a fun environment. And then the band's going to be here for both games, and I love that too. So there's a lot of pluses to it.
And now I understand there's going to be a parent made a banner or something they're going to give you guys tonight.
So our league championship banner from last year is going to be presented tonight, and it's going to be just a short little deal at halftime. We're not going to extend it at all. We're just going to come out, make a short presentation, and hopefully, you know, we can get another one this year.
Well, you're certainly in the driver's seat for the win for the league title with the win over Del Oro on Wednesday. That puts you at 4-0. Del Oro is 3-1, and we'll take a look at those standings a little bit later. But really, you are in the power position right now. 2 years in a row, you're right there vying for that title. It's got to be a good feeling for you in your 6th year to have the success finally start turning around.
Yeah, you know, we took a long time to build a program, and I think 3 years ago we finally saw, you know, coming up through our lower levels what it took to build a program. It's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun, and then you get to see the rewards, and the rewards have been pretty satisfying the last couple years.
Well, back-to-back league titles would be certainly something for this program, and nice to hang another banner up in the rafters here. So good luck tonight. I'm sure we'll see you. You guys are on the road next week.
Right. We'll be back for, I believe, Granite Bay.
And Rockland.
Rockland, yeah.
So we'll be in the house for those games as the Lady Miners look to secure our 2nd league title. As that basketball just took out our monitor right there. You can see Steve sit. Is that still working, Steve? Okay, good.
Oh yeah, no, we're good.
Takes a licking and keeps on ticking. All right, Coach. Well, listen, thanks a lot once again. Always fun to see you and the Lady Miners in action, and good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. So there he is, John McDaniel, the Lady Miners, as they get ready to do battle here against the Roseville Lady Tigers. You can't take anything for granted. Second half of the season begins right now, and you got to really push forward. Remember, you're watching this on NCTV. NCTV is a brand new station down in downtown Grass Valley, 134 East Main Street, right across from the PG&E building. Come on down, check out the new station, and say hi. You too can make television right here in Nevada County. Okay, more pregame coming right up. Let's throw it right back now to Steve and Paul sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Gil.
Thanks, Gil. We'll check out the band and talk a little bit. You know, nobody does a better review than Gil Dominguez, I got to tell you. And
absolutely.
has the style after all these years.
Yeah, and alluding to what he was saying about not taking a night off, you know, you look at the stats of these two teams side by side. It's a bit scary. It's almost like completely different sports. NU is averaging exactly 20 more points per game. They're ranked in the nation almost 6,000 points higher than Roseville. But like Coach McDaniel said, I mean, I've been an athlete my whole life. You never want to take a game off because every game is different. You can lose to anyone at any time if you don't play your hardest. And I'm not too worried about NU taking the night off. They do love to play. They're very talented, and I really don't see them taking any game off, especially in the second half of the season.
You know, think about it, Steve. These girls don't have but one gear. We've seen them up by 30 points, and they continue to rip down rebounds and shoot threes. So looking forward to an excellent basketball game tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And we'll take a break, come back with the player introductions, national anthem, and all that good stuff right here on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title's your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations, and thank you for keeping your business local.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley. The Old Town Cafe is the oldest continuously operating restaurant in Grass Valley.
Serving breakfast and lunch 7 days a week, the Old Town Cafe is now open for dinner every Friday and Saturday night with nightly specials like steaks, seafood, along with draft beer and wine. Stop by to see football at the OTC with drink and appetizer specials. It's football fun for the whole family at the Old Town Cafe. Preserve the memories of your special player or team forever at obphoto.com, the official photographer of Bear River football. At obphoto.com, you'll find the highest quality prints, mouse pads, coasters, photo buttons, cases for iPhones and iPads, t-shirts, sweatshirts, travel mugs, and more. obphoto.com even makes special requests. So enjoy the memories of the season at obphoto.com, your source for Bear River sports photos.
We're back here at the Ali Gymnasium, just moments away from the player introductions. NU Lady Miners set to take on the Roseville Lady Tigers.
You just see out in the main court Sydney Porter out there, one of the captains of this team, along with Sammy DeHart, Emma Peterson. They're out there getting ready for this contest.
And there's the Roseville squad, coached by Josh Erickhart. And it looks like we are just about ready for those player introductions.
Against Del Oro, we gave the player of the game to Sydney Porter that night. Sydney basically put on a clinic for everybody. We were surprised. We've watched her play since she was a junior, but never explode in offense and defense. She was dominant. We'll see if she comes back with that same kind of effort. Also, Sammy DeHart kind of had a little off game last week, or last game against Del Oro. We'll see if she brings back her standard high level of play.
She was very active on defense, certainly. A bit of an off night on offense, but she was going up against a 6-foot center for Del Oro. So we'll see how she does here against Roseville's 6-foot center. And here we are getting ready for the national anthem here as it is played by the Nevada Union Marching Band. Great job there by the NU Marching Band.
These Friday night doubleheaders are very good. Like Coach Daniel said, brings out more people into the stands. We got girls and boys fans, parents. It's good to see this big crowd come here.
Oh, absolutely.
Summer Mueller. Michelle Dobler will be starting.
Number 21, Crystal Garcia. Number 22, Shelby McKay, a freshman, second leading scorer on the team. And there you see the leading scorer for Roseville, Lindsay Anderson.
Head coach for the Lady Tigers, Josh Erickhart. And now introducing
Nice round of applause there for the Lady Miners. Number 2, Aaron Selleck, starting at point guard tonight. And there's former player of the game, number 11, Sydney Porter. Number 20, Katie Johnson, getting the start tonight. Leading rebounder, number 21, Melanie O'Brien. And number 23, Emma Peterson. Rounding out the starters.
I expect Emma to have a big night tonight. She played very, very well against Del Oro. But with a defense that maybe not as strong as Del Oro's, she'll have her way out there on the three-point line. I bet she gets up at least 10 shots.
Well, that is her game. And she is the third leading scorer with 14.7 points per game for NU. Only Sydney Porter and Sammy DeHart have more. And we're all set for the tip-off here. It's going to be Melanie O'Brien against team captain Lindsay Anderson. And here we go. The contested tip at Roseville will have the first possession of the game. Summer Muir brings the ball up. Shelby McKay, the lone underclassman of both of these teams, sets up a play. Swings it left, nice cut in the left hand by Lindsay Anderson. Puts it in.
Wow, deceptionally fast. Lindsay had a great first step, beat him to the middle and made the basket.
She's averaging almost 20 points per game. She is going to be a very tough weapon to shut down for Nevada Union. There's a long three off the front of the rim. Rebound taken by Katie Johnson. Another three, a bit left. Rebound taken by Summer Muir, and she will bring it up. Looks like she may have gotten away with a push on Peterson, who hit the floor hard, but she's back up. And McKay sets up the play again. Passes right. Muir with Peterson defending. And kind of a desperate shot as the shot clock ran out, misses everything. Rebound taken by NU. Porter puts it up and is fouled as she gets the edge on Lindsay Anderson.
There was evidence there that it could have been offensive that time. I think Porter got a favorable call. She was pretty much out of control.
Yeah, I think the cut, when she cut left, sold it as a block, but you might be right. Lindsay Anderson looked pretty set up. And that is unusual.
To see her miss a free throw.
Yeah, she is a very accurate shot. Maybe just the first one of the game. Let's see how she adjusts. And a very good adjustment there as Porter puts it in the basket. Roseville struggling to break this press. Have a 2-on-2 down low. And a shot thrown up by McKay finds its way in the basket.
Shelby McKay breaking the press, going to the basket without the ball. Excellent play.
And there's a ill-advised pass through the middle of Roseville's defense, picked off. There's McKay again, waiting for a play to develop. Anderson back to McKay.
10 seconds on the clock. They're taking all kinds of time.
And Porter strips it all alone at the other end of the basket, and she lays it in for an easy two. Roseville doesn't look like they have much of a problem breaking this press.
Well,
Oh, well, there's another turnover. There's Porter going up with the right hand. Tough angle. Puts it up a little short on the backboard. Rebound taken by Crystal Garcia, and Roseville will take their first timeout.
yeah, Porter missed an opportunity there. She did a little scoop shot rather than get that ball up over her head. But it's pretty clear that Roseville has been working on breaking the press. They knew that they were going to see that half-court press, and that half-court press represents, I would guess, about 30% of the points that the Miners put on the board. When they're effective at that press, they're very, very good.
And you see on the Touchdown Productions scoreboard, Roseville with an early lead, up 4-3 against Nevada Union. And that press really was integral in their victory over Del Oro,
no doubt,
on Wednesday, forcing a lot of turnovers. And even when it didn't result in a turnover, it wore the shot clock down so much that they couldn't set up a play for their tall center. And that really affected their game plan. Roseville doesn't look like is having that problem, and as a result, they have more time to set up plays with Summer Muir and Shelby McKay up top that would otherwise not have happened. To see Porter with a quick steal, and she throws it back in, and Peterson's going to get a shove. She threw Summer Muir out of the way to get to the ball. Both teams with one foul already, with not quite 3 minutes down in the first quarter.
Now watch the way they break this press. They do a lot of passing, and then they go to the center. Right there.
Well, there's another steal. Katie Johnson to Peterson, over to Porter for three. Off the back of the rim. Rebound taken by O'Brien, and O'Brien is going to get fouled. So O'Brien with a chance to put Nevada Union on top. Sammy DeHart goes to the scorer's table. She will check in after this first shot. Score tied at 4. DeHart's going to come in for Katie Johnson. Johnson doing a good job of asserting her presence early. And O'Brien's second shot is good.
Miners 5, Roseville 4 here early in the first.
Porter almost comes up with another steal there. And now Roseville comes ahead with momentum. It's picked off by Selleck. Selleck brings it up, drives through the middle, loses it. 2-on-2 coming up, but a double dribble called against McKay. Never really had good possession of it, looking to run before she had a good handle on it. That's going to result in NU inbounding it right under the basket. There's the play out to Porter for three, long three, and it's good. Sydney Porter with 6 points already. And Roseville bringing it up again. Near the long pass, tipped and picked off again by Selleck. Selleck running with it. Over to Porter. Porter underneath for DeHart, who puts it up and in for two.
Aaron Selleck is daring her to make that pass. She's stepping back, giving her enough room, knowing that that long pass is coming.
Now Roseville bringing it up again. That's Natalia Espino. And another pass is picked off. And you looking to run. Porter goes up, and she's going to go to the line again for two. And you definitely looks like the faster team. That might just be because they are generating a lot of steals and riding that momentum. But this is basically exactly what we saw in the Del Oro game. Porter's first shot is in.
This is all fast break basketball. They haven't had to set up a play yet on the half-court game, except for maybe on 2 occasions. It's all been off the steals and off the press.
So Porter scoring 8 of NU's 12 points. And the trap again results in a steal. This time O'Brien comes up with it. DeHart on the dribble, looking to drive. Gives it to Selleck. Over to Peterson. Skip pass to Porter, and there's a not very good pass, but Porter comes up with it again. Skips it over to Peterson. Back to Selleck, takes a step. Porter again trying to force the pass down there to DeHart, picked off by Anderson. Now Muir, trying to set something up, trying to get past Peterson, which is not an easy thing to do. And now Peterson's going to get called for a block.
That's the second one, and she's just very, very aggressive. She can't use her hands in there. She's got to keep her body in front of the offensive player, but without reaching in.
Yeah, with that, Grace Pay is going to come in, give Peterson a rest. And quite a few subs are coming in for Roseville, looking for that combination that can generate some offense. And Muir passes it off to McKay. Back to Muir. Tries to cut in. Pass down back to McKay. Here's Anderson. Anderson drives left, loses a handle. They're going to say it was knocked out of bounds by NU. So with 3 seconds left on the shot clock, Roseville will inbound. Over to Muir. And Muir evidently did not know about the shot clock, and that will result in a turnover.
2:37 here in the first. Roseville, the guest here, behind 12-4.
There's Porter for three. Short rebound taken by Anderson. McKay taking her time, not rushed across that half-court line at all. Over to Muir. 10 left on the shot clock. They're just now getting across half court. And they're going to say that Gutierrez was on the line, so that will be another turnover. So even when NU isn't pressing, Roseville still having problems setting up any sort of play or any sort of offensive rhythm. Selleck brings it up, passes it over to DeHart. Long pass to Porter. Back to DeHart. There's a long three by Selleck. Off the rim, rebound taken by DeHart, who puts it back up and in.
And that is typical Sammy DeHart's game. Tips the ball to herself, gets the easy one under the basket. It looks effortless with her game sometimes.
So McKay takes it past half court. Back to Muir. Over to Anderson. Anderson looking to drive, shoots it from the elbow. In and out. Rebound taken by DeHart. DeHart looking to drive. Goes up with it, and it's in. DeHart with 6 now. So we're just under a minute left in the first. Roseville long pass over to Anderson. Anderson puts it up, and an easy 2 there. Under the basket for Anderson. Anderson with 4 now for Roseville. DeHart over to Selleck to Porter. Porter for 3, and it's good. Porter with 11 now. 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Sydney's got a spot on the floor she really likes over there. I got to go see if there's a piece of tape or something on it. She stands there, waits for it to clear. Everybody comes to the ball.
Long pass picked off by Selleck. 17 seconds left. Selleck over for another 3. The shot is short. McKay with the rebound. 9 seconds left here. Roseville's going to get the last shot, because that's what they're going for. Here's stripped. O'Brien up to Porter, and Porter puts it up and in, and they're going to count it.
Boy, that was close.
That was very close. But the referee was right there, had both the shot and the scoreboard in his vision. He made the quick call to count it. So Sydney Porter, with 13 points, leads everyone as NU at the end of the first quarter leads by a score of 21 to Roseville 6.
see Coach McDaniel there talking to his players. I think we'll start seeing some more of the subs coming in pretty soon, Steve, but this is a typical Lady Miner game. Points coming off of the steals, points coming off of the press, keeping the pressure up, good defense.
Yeah, and you almost hate to say that you expected this in the first quarter. So you take a look at the touchdown production scoreboard, you see Nevada Union on top 21-6, but this, I mean, you said it, this is indicative of Nevada Union Lady Miners basketball. They come out strong, fast, hard on defense, fuels their offense, and just not really giving up anything for free. Roseville, if they want to have any chance in this game, they've got to find a way to beat that press faster, because by the time when they do beat it, they have 11 seconds to figure out a play, get a good shot, a good scoring opportunity, and they have not had it. Lindsay Anderson, who's averaging 20 points a game, only with 4 points in the first quarter, and that speaks very highly of NU's defense, because Anderson, I mean, we saw in their first possession, she is a very good shot with both the left and right hand. She is a formidable weapon, and for NU to just shut down their entire offense like that speaks very highly of them. So Selleck bring the ball up over to DeHart. Skip pass to Porter. Over to Selleck for three. Off the back of the rim. Porter with the rebound. Swings it back around to O'Brien. O'Brien sets up. Got short. Rebound taken by Anderson. And McKay will bring it up. Over to Muir. Muir cuts back over to McKay. McKay trying to run through DeHart. That's not going to work. DeHart takes it. They have a 2-on-1. Over to Porter. Porter back to DeHart with a great shot there. Great ball handling and passing from DeHart and Porter. So DeHart now with 8 points.
Boy, you see how much time they've spent together. These girls have played together in NU ball, in summer league ball. Those two girls know exactly where each other were going to be.
There's another loose ball picked up by Selleck. Porter, a good job corralling that pass. And now Porter for three, and that's good. Porter with 16 points in just over a quarter played.
And you end up for it by 20, 26-6.
There's Muir passing down low to Anderson. Anderson puts it right into the rim. Looking to run. There's Porter. Goes up with the right, and that's good. What a great pass there.
And a great finish. Sydney got a great line on the basket, got it off before she got too deep.
Pass over to Muir. Back to McKay. McKay looks to drive, and we're going to get a foul. She's going to go to the line for two. Right now, that looks to be the game for Roseville. Beat the press and just try and drive.
Here's the layup here. Now watch how deep she gets. She guards it she goes in with the right hand, but she almost comes underneath the basket. Very graceful though. Sydney Porter is becoming one of my favorite players.
So go back to live action. McKay missed her first free throw. Jill Dobler is going to come into the game for Anderson. Big high arc. And Roseville, or NU is going to be called for a lane violation. So McKay is going to get a third. That's not a call you see very often. And McKay figures that out on her third. And that is also her third point of the game. DeHart with a great stutter step, puts up the jump shot. Bit too hard there. Looks like she rushed it. Rebound by Garcia. Now McKay brings it up. And DeHart's going to come up with a steal, and she's tripped up and lands very awkwardly. Looks like she got tangled up with Dobler.
Oh, she's tough.
That's going to be Roseville's fourth team foul. These teams doing a good job of staying out of foul trouble.
Here's a replay now. You can see this is Sammy, and she'll take a little bit of a hit. Ooh, right there on the chin. Coach McDaniel took her out, let her have a chance to sit down.
And that's a good call, up by 21. There's no reason to see one of your star players get hurt. Following an NU turnover, Roseville turns the ball over, and Natalia Espino is going to be called for a blocking foul. So just as I say, these teams are staying out of foul trouble. We see 2 quick fouls on Roseville. Selleck will set it up. Over to Kraus. On to Johnson. Over to Peterson. Peterson drives, thinks better of it. Peels off. Kraus over to Selleck. Selleck drives the baseline, puts it up, gets her own rebound. And we're going to have a foul called here. Not sure who this is going to be on. It could be on a few players. That's going to be on Melanie O'Brien. Or excuse me, this is going to be on Crystal Garcia for Roseville. So their 6th foul. Some contact away from the ball. Nothing called. Shot by Johnson. Not a very good angle. Rebound taken by Roseville.
I'm not sure what Roseville's doing, holding the ball in the backcourt like this. It's like they don't want to bring it up. They need to get up and they need to get some kind of a play called.
No, it really seems like they don't trust their ball handlers very much. There's a scrum under the basket for that rebound, and it comes out. Pay over to Selleck. Selleck to Peterson. Over in the corner is the 3, and that's Callie Kraus for 3.
Callie Kraus, first one I've seen this season. Good to see her in the game and firing away.
Score is now 31-7. Nevada Union. There's a pass intercepted by Grace Pay. Good anticipation there, knowing that pass was coming. Now Selleck will take it easy, set it up. Johnson, long 3 from Peterson. Off the rim, rebound taken by McKay. And you're right, Paul, I don't know what they're doing, not just running up the court, just zigging and zagging in the backcourt.
They seem to be waiting for the NU defense to come out to them so they can throw the ball over their head, I'm assuming. But they're just burning clock out there, and they should be setting up a play.
Yeah, down 24, you really don't have time to set up anything. We got a jump ball called, and it will stay with Roseville. 3:45 left in the first half. And you leading 31-7. Pass into Anderson. Anderson, nice pass. But the shot missed. Rebound, second chance put up. Anderson with the rebound again. She puts it in. That's 6 points for Anderson. Selleck brings it up. Kraus swings left. Over to O'Brien. O'Brien back left to Peterson. Now with 10 on the clock, Selleck sets it up. Wants an isolation play. Drives right. Over to Peterson. Peterson puts up the off-balance shot, misses everything, but Roseville with the rebound.
Boy, Emma doesn't have her shot tonight. That's the second one I've seen that hasn't even been close.
Well, here's Muir. Muir drives. Pass intercepted by Selleck and batted over to O'Brien. Nice court awareness, knowing where her teammates are. There's another 3 by Kraus. Just a bit short. Rebound taken by Garcia. Now Garcia looks to run with it. Garcia over to Anderson. Anderson puts it up and rolls out. Selleck with the rebound. Over to Peterson. Peterson cuts right. And there's a hard foul. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Garcia, and Peterson is still down.
Boy, Emma is not very big, but she plays big, and she's got a big heart. She gets into these wrecks once or twice a game usually. Let's look at the replay. Now look how fearless she is. She just drives right in, looks right past the defender, who is standing there. I don't know. Wow, the defender stepped forward just a slight step. That easily could have been called on Emma.
Well, Emma is up, and she's going to come out. The end of the game is Jen Becker. And Sydney Porter is also going to come back. And because that is the 7th team foul on Roseville, Porter is going to shoot a 1-and-1.
2 minutes and 21 seconds left in the half. And we're going to look one more time at that collision. This is Jen, and she runs into a adversary who is probably 30% bigger than she is. It's good to see that she's up.
Yeah, and you're right. I think it is that little step forward that got the block called on her. You can see it a little better in that slow motion. We go back to live action. Sydney Porter makes the first free throw.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Volkswagen wrecking into an SUV. You always blame it on the SUV, right? I mean, there was no... I'm glad Jen got up. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think I would have been a bit hesitant if I was going and driving the lane there. I think I might have just pulled up. So Porter with her second free throw. That's off the rim, but O'Brien comes up with the rebound. Selleck will set things up with a fresh shot clock. Look over to Porter. Porter driving left, gives it to O'Brien for three, and it's short. Rebound taken by Lavulo, puts it up, and now Roseville will come up with it. There's Muir looking to juke her way in. She does pass over to Anderson. Anderson puts it up, and there's two more for Lindsay Anderson.
The 11th point for Roseville.
And 8 of them coming from Lindsay Anderson. Selleck drives right. Peels off over to Porter. Porter to Becker. Becker driving. Pass deflected by McKay. Will stay Nevada Union ball with 15 left on the shot clock. Selleck looking to inbound. Over to Lavulo. Lavulo to O'Brien. Now with 6 left on the shot clock. There's the open Selleck for three, and it's good.
Bang! Selleck from the side.
Those are her first 3 points of the game. And that brings the Miner lead up to 24. So McKay passing over to Anderson. Anderson driving left. Dish it off, and there's the shot. That is short. Rebound taken by O'Brien. Selleck will wind things down here with 42 seconds left in the half. Lavulo back over to Selleck. To Porter. Porter looking to drive it. Cuts left. Pass over to Lavulo. Puts it up and it rims out. She gets her own rebound, puts it up. It rims out again. And Lavulo is going up hard against McKay. And that earns her a jump ball, and it will stay with Nevada Union.
Well, it was a nice dish pass, though, by Porter. Set up perfectly, and Lavulo not getting a lot of minutes this year. Just couldn't complete the play.
With 18 seconds left, Nevada Union will probably have the last possession, because it's almost picked off there by Muir, saying she stepped out of bounds. So now there are 17 seconds left. Porter has it for an easy three, and she puts it down. 22 points for Sydney Porter. 8 seconds left, Roseville. Muir goes up and then somehow puts it in. Her first two of the half, and that will do it for the first half. Nevada Union Lady Miners leading by a score of 38-13.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th annual track meet is Saturday night.
There you see the touchdown production scoreboard. Nevada Union just running things on offense and defense, scoring 17 in the second quarter. Roseville just has not figured it out yet. Can't break the press, set up a play, or do much of anything, really.
Kind of what we expected, though, Steve. I don't want to say that we were expecting a blowout, but we did know that these two teams were a bit mismatched going into the game. 21 points in the first quarter, 17 in the second. Many of the subs starting to get in that second quarter.
Really the story so far here is Sydney Porter, who in one half of basketball scores 22 of Nevada Union's 38 points. And with that, we will head to a break. So with both teams out in the locker rooms, we will be right back on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the First Alert security systems as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley.
And we're back here at the Ali Gymnasium. Nevada Union Lady Miners up big against the Roseville Lady Tigers.
And no, that is not the teams warming up out there on the court. You will be able to see, however, at halftime here, they're going to give a banner in a short presentation to the girls' team. And they're going to be talking about last year's championship. In the meantime, let's take a walk around the foothills. First of all, we got the 2014 SFL girls basketball. Nevada Union Miners, you're watching here 3-0 after that big win against Del Oro. Del Oro now in league play. Actually, it's now 4-0 and 3-1. Wood Creek, Granite Bay, Roseville, and Rockland follow.
And over at the PVL girls basketball, Bear River, Colfax, and Lincoln are on top, each with 1-0 records. Bear River with a 14-2 overall record. They're having an outstanding year so far. Underneath them, Center with a 6-10 overall record. Placer 9-8, and Foothill at 7-10.
Here's the SFL boys. We're about ready to see the boys game next on the doubleheader here. Del Oro 4-0, Wood Creek 3-1, Granite Bay 2-2. Nevada Union 1-3 in league. We'll have the second league game or another league game tonight. And of course Roseville 0-4. We'll be seeing those two teams square off. Roseville 11-10 overall though. Better than they look on the league play. I think we'll see a very good ball game. They actually have a better record than Nevada Union does overall.
Yeah, these are two teams that will be looking to prove something.
No doubt.
And going into the PVL boys basketball, Lincoln and Center both 2-0. Lincoln with a 14-5 overall record, looking very strong this year. Colfax and Foothill both 1-1. Colfax 11-8 and Foothill at 8-11. And rounding it out, Placer and Bear River both 0-2. Placer 10-8 overall, and Bear River 8-7.
Join us next week, or we're going to have the Nevada Union Miner versus the Roseville Tigers.
Coming up right after the Lady Miners game. You can check us out, NCTV Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, Wave Broadband Channel 20, or on the YouTube.
You can tune us in a lot of different ways here. Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, Wave Broadband ACTV Channel 20, and of course the YouTube channel. It's Touchdown Productions Game of the Week. Find us in all the games that we have done in the past few months, including football. You'll enjoy some of those games. With that said, this has been your Touchdown Productions Network. We'll see you in just a bit.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Titles, your local title and escrow company, located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations, and thank you for keeping your business local.
We're back here at the Ali Gymnasium. You see the Nevada Union Lady Miners team being presented with a banner for the 2012-2013 SFL Championship season they had. Got all the players' names on it. Some big names missing this year, but you wouldn't know it, as this team is rolling through the season so far this year. That is a happy group of girls out there, wouldn't you say, Paul?
Absolutely so, and deservedly so. They worked very, very hard. That Del Oro team had 7 or 8 straight years of championships. They came into this gymnasium, and that team snatched it away from them in one game. It's one of the better games many people have ever seen in the gymnasium, both boys or girls. They earned every bit of that championship, and that banner will hang proudly here in this gym someplace.
And with that, we will be right back with second half action. You're watching the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley. The Old Town Cafe is the oldest continuously operating restaurant in Grass Valley. Serving breakfast and lunch 7 days a week, the Old Town Cafe is now open for dinner every Friday and Saturday night with nightly specials like steaks, seafood, along with draft beer and wine. Stop by to see football at the OTC with drink and appetizer specials. It's football fun for the whole family at the Old Town Cafe. Preserve the memories of your special player or team forever at obphoto.com, the official photographer of Bear River football. At obphoto.com, you'll find the highest quality prints, mouse pads, coasters, photo buttons, cases for iPhones and iPads, t-shirts, sweatshirts, travel mugs, and more. obphoto.com even makes special requests. So enjoy the memories of the season at obphoto.com, your source for Bear River sports photos. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks a lot for tuning in tonight. And be sure to stay with us after the game as we present the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions staff will select the best player of tonight's game and award them with a plaque created by Stuckey's. It's the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award coming up right after this exciting sports telecast, right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Guys, back up to you.
You know, and we will be talking about the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award as we go. The best girl, in our opinion, that night will get that award, like we were saying. Last game against Del Oro was Sydney Porter. We're bringing you back here. 7 minutes and 17 seconds left. Miners ahead 38-15, and we'll go back to Steve Sitter.
Thanks, Paul. Crystal Garcia for Roseville had a quick 2 points on their first possession, as it was 38-13 at the half. A very dominant game. But NU still out, still with most of their starters on the floor. As you see, Melanie O'Brien knocking the ball out of bounds off a bass drum. So it will stay Roseville ball. Only 4 Roseville players with points so far in this game, as a 3-pointer by McKay is off the rim, and the ensuing loose ball goes off of Roseville. So Nevada Union will take possession again. There's Porter. Over to O'Brien, to DeHart. DeHart dribbles right. Swings back over to O'Brien. O'Brien over to Johnson. 10 left on the clock. Porter drives, dishes to DeHart for a long 3 and drains it.
Oh, that's heartbreak. The Roseville Tigers did such a good job on defense, and then at the last second, DeHart just drains it. Bang.
DeHart with 11 points tonight. Muir over to McKay. McKay down low for Anderson. Anderson puts it up, and Anderson now has 10 points on the night. She remains Roseville's leading scorer, although she is averaging twice as many per game. Nice skip pass down below, and we're going to get a jump ball as Anderson defended that pass down to Katie Johnson very well. It will stay Nevada Union ball. 18 seconds on the shot clock. There's DeHart for 3 again, and that rims in.
DeHart rolls her eyes on that one. She knows she got a roll, but 3 is 3 no matter how you put it in.
Absolutely. Muir over to McKay. Down to Anderson. Anderson maybe got away with a little bit of a walk. Throws it underneath, and Crystal Garcia is going to go to the line for 2. Looks like Roseville's offense has more of a sense of urgency so far this half than they did in the first. Her first shot rolls out. Other than Lindsay Anderson, no one on Roseville has scored more than 3 points. So Anderson with 10 of Roseville's 17. The second shot off the front of the rim. O'Brien with the decisive rebound. Over to Selleck. Selleck to DeHart. Drives, puts it up, and that's in.
So Sammy making up for last night's semi-good performance with quick baskets here in the second half.
And McKay throws that to no one. So that will go back to Nevada Union. DeHart with 16. She is definitely putting on a much better offensive performance than she did against Del Oro, proving she deserves to start still. O'Brien double teamed down low. And we're going to get a foul called here. And this is going to go against Garcia. Some subs coming into the game now for Roseville. Garcia's coming out. Natalia Espino is coming back in. Selleck inbounds to DeHart for the open three, and that's good. Sammy DeHart cannot miss right now.
Yeah, she's smiling down the court, too. She knows she's hot.
There's McKay. McKay drives, dishes it off to Spencer. Spencer to Muir. Muir to Anderson for three, and that's in. Meanwhile, Sydney Porter scores two quietly, bringing her point total to 24. McKay to Muir. Muir drives over to Anderson. Anderson to Espino, back to Anderson, who puts it up. It's a bit off. O'Brien again with the rebound. Boy, she clears out too. Selleck sets up the play. Over to DeHart. DeHart drives right to Porter. Drives left with the runner, and she lays it in with the left hand. So now Muir will bring it up for Roseville. Drives the middle over to Anderson. Anderson puts it up off the side of the backboard. She gets her own rebound, but she's standing out of bounds. See a little frustration on the face of Anderson.
Rose Lavulo will come back into the game.
As will Grace Pay. And it looks like Roseville's taking a timeout. 53-20 is the score with 3:46 left in the third quarter. Definitely an offensive-minded game for Nevada Union. And really, what can you say? I mean, when your leading scorer, who's averaging 18 points a game, goes back-to-back games scoring plus 20, she's sitting right now at 26, and Sammy DeHart has 19. I mean, you're going to win ball games with that.
No doubt about it. The thing I like is it's an interchangeable machine. You've got a number of girls that can shoot from outside. You've got a number of girls that can play inside. When one's not on that night, another one will take its place. This is a very, very sound basketball team. I don't see them losing too many more games this season.
As you can see, Roseville's been held to single digits every quarter. Oh, there is still 3:40 left in this one. They're sitting at 7. There's the three from Porter. But Lavulo clears out, gets the rebound. But Anderson eventually winds up with it. I think Lavulo got a little anxious there and just kind of threw it up. There's McKay driving right. Back out to Muir. Muir for three. That misses everything. Porter with the rebound, throws it up for DeHart. Contested, but DeHart comes up with it. Pulls up, shoots. Gets her own rebound, pulls up again. And this time Anderson comes up with it again.
Sammy scoring from downtown, but can't make those two little elbow shots.
Isn't that the way? Muir cuts right. Throws it back over to Anderson, who puts it up for three. And it's good. Lindsay Anderson with 16 of Roseville's 23 points. Selleck not wasting any time, dumps it off to Porter. Porter takes the open three, in and out, and Anderson again with the rebound.
But Porter is fearless. She never saw a shot she didn't like, and it's because she makes most of them.
And look at that, pressing there. Almost comes up with a quick steal. Now McKay comes up, drives the middle, and we're going to get a foul called on NU.
53-23, NU leads, 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Back in the game now for NU. Callie Krause will come back in, the junior. She'll replace Erin Selleck, also back in the game, number 21, Melanie O'Brien. And she will take out Sammy DeHart. They'll have to put some asbestos down on Sammy's seat over there.
And Lavulo, in the meantime, comes up with a steal. Gives it to Porter. Porter sprints up the court. Dishes it off to Kraus. Kraus comes back around over to Pay. Passes up on the easy 3 to Porter. O'Brien sets up for 3 off the rim, and Anderson again with the rebound. McKay over to Muir, and I haven't seen McKay or Muir come out of this game for any amount of time. Anderson with the shot, hard off the backboard. O'Brien with the rebound. Porter sets it up. Dishes right. Kraus dishes left, has the ball knocked out of her hands.
15 on the shot clock.
Pay throws it over to Porter, who leaps and makes a catch. Kraus throws it over to O'Brien, who puts it up off the rim. Porter mistimes the rebound, and Anderson comes up with it yet again. Now McKay just taking her time. Spins away from Porter. Gives it over to Anderson. Anderson throws it over to Espino, puts it back to Anderson, and Anderson puts it in.
Anderson's got a nice game, Steve. She's, like you said, the strongest player on this team, but got a good presence of mind. Collects herself, makes her shots.
Meanwhile, we're going to get a foul on Natalia Espino. And back into the game comes Michelle Dobler, and Espino will head back to the bench.
Of all the players on the Roseville team, I would say Anderson has a shot at playing maybe after high school. A number of the NU girls are being looked at, and 1 or 2 have already signed.
So NU swings it left. Pay down to Lavulo. Lavulo puts it up off the glass, and Anderson with the rebound. There is just no stopping her when she is under the basket.
Third quarter's winding down now, 12 seconds.
And that ball's going to be thrown out by the falling McKay. So NU will have it with 9.3 seconds left in the third quarter. So Sydney Porter comes out. And 6 seconds left now. Selleck pulls up over to Kraus. Kraus throws it over the long 3 by Pay, and it almost falls. And that is the end of the third quarter. Nevada Union on top of Roseville, who finally managed to break double digits in a quarter. Score of 53-25.
And you know, Steve, as we could take this break here, this team, this Roseville team, is overall 11-10. They are a winning team. In league play, they're 0-4, but it just shows you the strength of this Lady Miners team, who are 15-4 and 4-0 and soon to be 5-0 in league. This is not a bad basketball team. And with that said, be sure to come by to see us at the brand new NCTV studios, downtown Grass Valley, right across from the PG&E building. You can stop in, give Gil Dominguez a high five. And it's 134 East Main Street right there in Grass Valley. There's the number if you'd like to drop by.
There's a good look at the Roseville team and the Roseville fans, who have not had too much to cheer about, with the exception of maybe Lindsay Anderson coming close to her points per game average. She is at 18. She has 18 of Roseville's 25 total points.
Good crowd tonight. There's a boys game right after that we'll be covering here on Touchdown Productions. NU Minor boys will be playing the Roseville boys team.
And those are two teams that are looking to prove something, if not to other teams, then at least to themselves. So a nice defense there, but we're going to get a push foul. It will stay Roseville ball, and that foul is going to be on Aaron Selleck. So Muir will inbound. Down to Anderson. Anderson drives left, throws it up with the left hand, but it's short. Rebound to Hart. Pass ahead to Kraus. Kraus loses it. That's Dobler with the steal. And you bench calling for a foul there, but there are none to be had. Muir jukes her way up the floor. Gives it over to Nadia Espino, the second Espino for the Roseville Tigers. Taylor Gobrin. So over there's Anderson for the three.
Bang!
It's good. Boy, she can score from anywhere, can't she?
She seems to score those long balls well when she doesn't think much about them.
And there's a long three from DeHart, and that's good.
Speaking of not thinking much about them, good shooters play in the subconscious, and they just let the ball go, and naturally they come somewhere near the basket.
Sammy DeHart with 22 points. And we're going to get a jump ball. The double team by Pay and DeHart results in a change of possession, and you will inbound. Michelle Dobler comes out, and Muir will check out also. I believe that's the first time this game she has checked out. It's been a long game for Muir and McKay. And you with the ball. Selleck over to Kraus, and we're going to get a foul called away from the play. So NU will inbound on the side. Foul is called on Nadia Espino. Jen Becker to inbound. Selleck to Kraus. Back to Selleck. There's the three put up by Becker off the rim. Rebound taken by DeHart and puts it right back.
You know, the way Sammy's playing now, you're going to have to consider her for player of the game, Steve.
Well, I'm considering her at the top of the list with 24 points. And you have to remember, she did not start the game either. There's the double team up top. McKay loses it momentarily, comes up with it. And we have a very tentative whistle. I think the referee balked a little bit there, but we have a timeout called by Roseville. 5:53 left in the game. Nevada Union with a 30-point lead.
You know, we haven't seen Emma back on the game since she took that header on the floor. I think it's just as well, like you said, no need to get one of your prize starters hurt.
Still, though, you'd hate for this game to end and have Emma Peterson still not on the scoreboard as the second leading scorer. I think you might see her come into the game with a couple minutes left. Not for very long, just enough to get a shot or two off just to make sure she's still feeling it. Of course, that's just me. So Roseville set to inbound. Muir is going to come back into the game for Gabron. So Muir will take it up the court. Over to Anderson. And I believe that's going to be a shot clock violation. No one seemed to be aware of that. So another Roseville turnover. As the shot clock did not reset with that timeout call. But very quickly, DeHart down below to O'Brien. And we're going to get a foul called here, a push on Nadia Espino. And that's going to send O'Brien to the line. So Roseville, who got into a bit of foul trouble in the first half, only with 4 fouls so far in this second half. And O'Brien's first shot is good. And would you look who's coming back into the game? Emma Peterson. Emma's coming in for Callie Kraus.
You know, I could see Emma sitting over on the bench and she was pouting. And the coach probably noticed that. You just can't keep a good racehorse down. Can't leave him in the paddock too long. Got to give Emma some minutes, and there's 5 minutes left in this game.
O'Brien hits both of her free throws. Brings the score up 60-28. McKay driving left. I'm not quite sure how she didn't walk, and eventually it is called. Boy, Shelby McKay looks completely winded.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she?
Probably played 30 of the 32 minutes. So Becker over to Selleck. Selleck drives right. Here's Peterson for three. It's short. DeHart with the rebound, puts it up. That's also short. O'Brien pulls it up, and it's taken away from her by Anderson. Good defensive play there by Anderson. And DeHart comes up with the steal. Over to Becker. Becker loose ball over to Peterson. Peterson to DeHart. DeHart down to O'Brien. What a pass there to Melanie O'Brien, who puts it in for two more. McKay bringing it up for Roseville. Drives right. And that ball is lost, not touched by Becker, and it will be NU ball.
Here's a replay on that. Now watch this little touch pass. You got to love this. The defense comes to her, just drops it over the top. You know, that's just good basketball instincts. Not everybody has those, and you can't coach it.
Come back to live action. O'Brien puts it up. Looked like she might have been fouled. But Peterson with the rebound. Over to Becker. To Selleck. Peterson down to O'Brien. Down below, and that's picked off by Anderson. The lane was there, but it closed quickly. So now McKay brings it up. Puts up a runner hard off the backboard. And Becker with the rebound, but she slipped, and there's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Roseville. So we're going to have some subs come in now for Roseville, I would expect. And now the referees are consulting with Coach McDaniel about something.
I think it was about substitutions coming in.
And the substitutions do come in. Crystal Garcia and Ali Gutierrez come in. And there's Garcia. Brings it to the top of the key, down to Anderson. Anderson fighting to keep possession and does. Gutierrez to Anderson. Anderson, long pass. And there's a drive to the basket put up, and it's off the mark, rebound by Peterson. Peterson brings it up, gives to Selleck. Selleck to Peterson. She looked at the three, and now she takes it. Off the back of the rim, rebound by Becker. And Becker's going to get tagged for a travel. So another NU turnover.
Emma's just not setting. She doesn't have the feel tonight. She looks like she's maybe feeling the result of that collision, because I just don't see the energy we normally do.
No, and it's hard to maintain that energy up 34, too. We have another steal. And there's Katie Johnson, who puts it up, and there's an easy two for Katie Johnson, her first 2 points of the night. And a good time for them.
Winding down below 3 minutes now, 64-28. Roseville will hold the ball out in front.
Pass over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez leaves it for Anderson. Anderson circles back up top. And she's throwing elbows all over the place. And it's going to be a foul on Lindsay Anderson. And she's complaining she got slapped. She's pointing at a bruise on her forearm, although how one would develop so quickly. And Coach Eric Carr for Roseville just got tagged with a technical. So this is just a tough night overall for Roseville.
You know, I've got to side with Coach Josh right now. You could hear that foul. They slapped her arms. They had her tied against the half-court line. I thought if there was any foul, it was actually on the Miners.
Well, Emma Peterson's going to step to the line, shooting for the technical.
And another thing, too, you know, when you're down 64-28, it's good to see the coach come out and take a stand for his girls and his team.
Oh, absolutely, and that's exactly what he was doing.
Sure.
Peterson with the free throw. Misses the second one, but at least she does have the one, and I suspect that is the whole reason she is out on the floor. Rose Lavulo is looking to come into the game. And now McDaniel is asking for some clarification. He thought there was a technical foul. The foul was intentional, but it is ruled a flagrant foul. So now Lavulo is coming into the game for O'Brien, and Grace Pay is coming into the game for Emma Peterson. So now that she has the point, she can sit, not be too concerned about that. And Coach Eric still talking to the referees. Now he wants to talk to the other referee. I guess the first one gave him the wrong answers. Now the referees talking to each other. And there are going to be some more free throws, it looks like.
I'm not sure I understand this. They've already had 2 free throws for the technical.
I believe Coach McDaniel wants free throws for the flagrant foul, which was called on Anderson. They called a flagrant foul on her. And Jen Becker is going to step to the line and shoot.
They just won't let this game end, Steve. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth. The officials are determined to get this right. So far, of the 3 free throws, there's only been 1 made. And there's 2.
And Becker is also on the scoreboard. So all but 3 players on the scoreboard for Nevada Union. And they do have possession now. They looked at the 3. Pass to Becker. Becker throws it away. Taken by Gutierrez. Gutierrez passes it off. Muir now brings it up. Muir spins right. As the running shot. Rebound taken. And we're going to get a travel here on Michelle Dobler. Well defended, not just giving up those second chance points easily.
You can note that Lindy Anderson, she sat down. She'll probably be there for the rest of the game.
Selleck now passes it over to Becker. Becker down below to Pay, and that pass is picked off. And Summer Muir will take it up slowly. Becker defending. Muir dishes it off. Another running shot, and that's good. That's Ali Gutierrez with her first 2 points of the night. 1:30 left in the game now, and you leading 66-30. Becker has it, passes to Pay. Pay drives, pass tipped. And Garcia has it now, passes it to Muir, who's in no hurry to get down the court. Muir gives it to Garcia. Garcia swings right. Gutierrez over to Muir. Muir looking to drive. There's the shot put up off the back of the rim. Rebound taken by Lavulo. Now they're looking to run with it. So we're under a minute now. Selleck over to Pay. Pay looked at the 3 for a moment before deciding not to. Becker puts it up off the rim. Lavulo with the rebound, spins around, puts it up, rolls out, gets her own rebound, and we got a jump ball. Lavulo was fighting for that rebound. It stays Nevada Union ball.
Lavulo is tough inside there. She is a junior. She'll be back next year, and She can be tough underneath that basket. She needs to learn how to finish her shots. There's the replay. Now you can see her going up, fighting for the ball, and then going to the ground hard. But we've seen her do this a number of times under the basket. She's very good at getting that rebound, but she needs to learn how to go up and finish it off the glass.
Meanwhile, back to live action. Grace Pay drove the lane and got fouled, so she is shooting 2. First shot is good, and those are her first points of the game. And she might not be done yet. Big high arc, and it falls. Grace Pay with 2. 37 seconds left in the game now. Summer Mura with the ball. Dishes left. Drive into the lane, and Katie Johnson's going to be called for a foul here. Crystal Garcia, as she was driving right, draws the contact, and boy, she is difficult to defend when she gets it in her head to drive. So she's going to shoot 2. She has 2 points on the night. And the first one straight through. Second one bounces in and out, and it will go to Nevada Union. 24 seconds left here. Only player out on the court right now without any points is Rose Lavulo, so you figure they might try and set up a play for her down below. Otherwise, they'll just run the clock out as there is no shot clock. You can hear her calling for it. She definitely wants those points. She got open momentarily, and there's the pass picked off by Garcia. And that is the game. Nevada Union taking down Roseville handily by a final score of 68-31. Another excellent performance put up by Sydney Porter with 26 points. Sammy DeHartho right behind her with 24. Those are the leading scorers for Nevada Union. You see there on the Touchdown Productions scoreboard, Nevada Union just was in control all game long, did not slow down, spread the points out as the game wore on, and Roseville just did not have any answers for anyone. The one high note, Lindsay Anderson does finish the game with 21 points, 2 points above her game average.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Executive producer, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Camera operators, Paul Town, Bianca Cruz-Manifor, Mike Bosby, and Lauren Unger. Announcers, Paul Brown and Steve Sitter. Office manager, Lynn Dominguez. Remote facilities, Commander 2. Commander Maintenance, Plaza Tire and Auto Service, and Reeby's Auto Parts. Player of the Game Award, Touchdown Productions and Stookie Engravers. Touchdown Accounting, Cinto Graziano LLP. So for Paul Brown and all of us here at Touchdown Productions, I'm Steve Sitter, and you've been watching Nevada Union Lady Miners basketball. The boys are taking the court next, right here on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network. Good night, everybody.